YouTube, what's happening? Back again with another beat making video. Been away for a couple of weeks, I've just been busy with work and everything, but I'm back to make a video today before I fly off to LA tomorrow to go for a work event in LA and Vegas for the week. I'm going to try film when I'm out there, go digging in some record shops and see what I can find. But this week I was back in the Searchers in Fitzroy. I picked up this record here. I don't even know where to begin. I'm telling you what this is. Some anime record, some cool artwork on the front and on the back there. I had a little listen to this. There's something on here that I definitely want to sample. It's got kind of rock elements like heavy electric guitar and stuff, so I think I can make something really cool with this. So before I jump on my flight, I'm going to make this beat, but first let's get the vinyl recorded into the MPC. Yeah, so there's a close-up look at the artwork. Looks like some crazy anime thing. Check the back. Got a dude riding a motorcycle. Got her in the back. The funny thing is with this, some of the track names are in English, so some of them are in Japanese, but yeah, seems cool. Well, let's get it onto the record player. So that's all I'm going to need for that, and I think I can make some kind of mid-2000s hard East Coast instrumental. So let's start getting that chopped up now. So I've got the sample into the MPC now. I've got two sections that I've chopped out. This is the first section. And this is the second section. So what I'm going to do now is go into my drum samples, pick out some sounds I like. I'm going to actually lay down a drum beat first for this one, which I don't usually do, but I just feel like switching it up today. So I'm going to lay down the drum beat first, and I'm going to chop the sample and lay down my chops over the drum beat. I've selected some drum sounds that I like, just due to the nature of the sample. It has that kind of rock sound, electric guitars, etc. So I've pulled out some more live sounding drum sounds. Kick, snare, hat, open hat, crash, something to layer the snare with. I don't know what that is, I don't know if I'll use it. This is a hi-hat loop, so I think I'm going to put this under the beat very quietly, just to add a little bit of ambience, and I'll do my own hi-hat with this. And just because it's that kind of like rocky sound as well, I just wanted a tom roll, so I'm going to get into laying my drum beat down just now. Yeah, there we go. That's the rhythm that I want. So what I'm going to do is put this loop quietly underneath the kick and the snare, just for a bit of rhythm. And I'm still going to put my own hi-hat in. As you can tell, this one's quite quiet. So it's just to fill up a bit of like noise, a bit of space in the beat. Nice, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my snare and just put that off grid a little bit. So I'll go humanize time, just a little bit. We'll do 20 pulses. Humanize velocity, just 10% on that as well. Apply to only selected events. Apply, do it. Cool, so what I'm going to do for this hi-hat is just play with my natural swing. So I'm going to take the time correct, I'm going to keep the metronome on. I'm going to take the time correct off. Take that hi-hat and I'm going to humanize that as well. So with the velocity, I'll do quite a bit, to 40%. Got this crash right here. I'm going to record this in for every 4 bars. And I've got this tom roll. I'm going to record that in over this as well. Cool, so that sounds good. I've got my drums. So what I'll do now is chop up the first section of the track I took out, and then I'll play some chops over that drum beat. So I've been messing around with the sample. I've threw a couple of effects on it. I've got the airsoft clipper in there, which I've just bought. It's really good. Fruity preset, just sounds great on everything. Air reverb, air half speed, and I've got a high pass filter just to make some room for my bass. What we're going to do now is just record some chops in over that drum beat that I've recorded. So let's get it. way that's sounding. I think I'm just going to go straight in and get a bass line under this. So I've went into my Sub-Factory VST and we pulled out this Basic Reese preset. Basic Reese, saw wave, sounds good, classic bass sound. So I'm going to throw that in just now. So let me just record that. So yeah, I want to throw something in just to thicken up the sound of the sample. So I'm going to just use this pad, PA Rumba. I pulled it out one of the Superb banks. So it's just going to be really simple, just 2 notes, just when the bass changes. So let's get that recorded in. Something simple just to kind of complement the sample. What I want to do now is work on the second section that I took from the vinyl, and that's going to act as like a B section for the track, maybe like a chorus section or something. So yeah, I've went straight in, added some effects onto the sample already. I've got the high pass filter, Air Flavor Pro, which I've just got the demo of this just now. I wanted to check it out and it's really good. Anybody that's thinking about buying this, I'm going to buy it once my demo runs out. Definitely buying that. It's like just adds such a cool sound to the sampler, whatever you're using. People have used RC20 before. I guess it's Air's kind of version of that, but I feel like it sounds even better, to be honest. Like, I've had a little mess around with the settings of some of the presets and you can get such a great sound out of it. So highly recommend getting that. Throw a reverb on there as well. My favorite preset, Smooth Studio, just bringing the mix down. I've got an instance of Flex Beat on there. What I've done is I've put it on the gate preset and I've brought the dry wet down, brought it down to just 15%, and it just adds a subtle bit of movement to the sample, makes it sound a bit different to the original sample, gives it its own flavour. So what we'll do now is we'll just record that in over the drums and the bass, which I've just copied over from the first sequence to a new sequence. So let's record that in. Cool, so that's going to act as my little switch up section. So I wanted to get something that's going to transition the 2 sections between each other, so pulled out this simple riser. So I'm going to record that in over the section with the guitars. Got this beat to where I want it to get to. Got my couple sections and I've went in and made an intro now. So yeah, all there's really left for me to do is play this beat for you. By the time this video comes out, I'll be in LA. I'll leave you with the sounds of this and I'll leave you with some footage from my LA trip. Let's go.